Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a mid-rank madness game between bazookaX and VaLmaLisK here on Everdream, the latter edition. Bottom left-hand corner, it is the red Zerg player VaLmaLisK, and in the top right, it is the blue Protoss player bazookaX, which is kind of a great name. Anything that involves bazooka in its name, I am in full and honest support of. So keep it going, bazookaX. Reminds me of Bazooka Joe, which is a bubblegum manufacturer when I was a kid, and for many years before that. Maybe they're still around, but they would have comics in the wrappers of the bubblegum, which was kind of fun. They're never very funny or very good, and the gum was kind of garbage, but it was just something I remember as a kid. I was less discerning when it came to things that I ate or put in my mouth, and Bazooka Joe gum was definitely one of them. So extractor pooling it here, by the way, is VaLmaLisK. He's planning on being aggressive. One gate expander from Bazooka Joe on the low ground. He's not scouting. This is why Protoss scout Bazooka Joe. This is it, right? You make the first gateway, you send the probe down, you see there's not an expansion, and you immediately wall off. Oh, he's walling off anyway. Well, I guess if you're planning on opening double gate anyway, then sure, don't scout. Never mind, we're good. That is, I mean, it's a caveat, right? It's a caveat, and my recommendation that everybody scout with workers is that if you're planning on being aggressive anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, you open extractor pool like this, you don't need to drone scout. Like, you're going to be ready for anything they throw at you, man. You'll be more than ready. That said, did he actually make any Zerglings? So he's ready. He's definitely ready for some kind of an attack, but he's only making 2 Zerglings now. He's not planning on being aggressive with that whatsoever. So both players are in the complete and utter dark about what the other one is doing. bazookaX has been hurt, man. He's not going one gate expand. He's going double gate cybercore into Nexus. Woo! All right, man. Well, VaLmaLisK, just here's the thing, VaLmaLisK. You put yourself behind by doing this, right? If you go extractor pool, your hatch is late. If you don't have any way, if you're not planning on harassing the crap out of the Protoss player, then just go hatch first. Just go 16 hatch, 18 gas, 17 pool, and you'll feel better about yourself. That said, third base timing is still at 230, so I mean, at this level, it probably doesn't hurt you too much. That said, transfer some drones down, or maybe saturate your gas. Either way, 20 workers out of 16 is not good. You want to send those down, Maynard those things down to the natural base as soon as you can. And meanwhile, it is an oracle coming in from bazookaX. Boom, 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 boom. So now he's kind of flooding Lings out, but I mean, the good news for him is there aren't any adepts out, which there should be. I mean, at this point, yeah, for sure. Go ahead and hammer away. Do not leave the front door open. Do not leave the... He left the door open, but the Lings are not taking advantage. They are gentlemen Zerglings. They're going to allow the Protoss to re-wall off if he can, which he cannot do. Oh, this platinum level game, though. This is getting intense. Oracle here to help. And it's going to help immensely get these Zerglings. Really just burns them down. Just a second or two. Oracle has 7 kills. Stalker has 2 kills, and the Ling attack is done. See, this is why you really just can't go for pure Zergling attack on there. If you're going to attack a Protoss player, make some Banelings. Get a Baneling nest. Morph some Banelings in over here. Walk them in. Bust down this pylon. Flood the Lings in. And then the Oracle can't catch them all, right? There's Lings in here. There's Lings up in the main base. There's Lings taking down this pylon and depowering this pylon. And then suddenly, the Protoss is dead. Either way, got a Spore up and got a Queen in each base. That is going to be very nice against the attempted, perhaps, incoming Oracle attack. Third base, not very well saturated there. And a 4th base coming in from VaLmaLisK. All right, man. 4 base in it against, I think he knows. Does he know this is a 2-base Protoss? He has a general concept of that. bazookaX is not going mass gateway. He's getting a Twilight Council. What he's going to do with it. Usually we don't see blink at the hands of these lower level players. It could be Resonating Glaives, it could be Charge as well, or he could just let the Twilight Council finish and not build anything with it whatsoever, which it seems to be the choice that he's going with. So VaLmaLisK making 7 drones at a time. I like that. He really... Is he saturating an already saturated... Where are you guys going? Yeah, it's a weird rally setup here. So he goes there, and he goes here. And now he's going here. Okay, so it looks like we're saturating the third base now. No harm, no foul. Oracle comes in when the queens are a little bit away, but still taking major hits from that spore and needs to get out of here. Queen shots with that extra range. Yes, this was cast before the latest patch came out. And as a result, queens have the 8 range instead of the 7 they were nerfed to. It is Blink from Bazooka. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Alright, well, Evolution Chamber's on the way from VaLmaLisK. I like that he's getting a lair now. There you go. At about 40 workers, he's at 52 now. You want to take your extra gases and get a lair. Really, no matter what you're doing. There are some specific builds that talk about doing that, but as well, you're fine. You're fine if you do that. Zerglings trying to... Early advance warning here, there's actually an army moving out, is pretty good. As a result, VaLmaLisK is making 7 more drones, which at this point, you're probably going to want to start making Zerglings. So there you go, 16 Zerglings on the way. Against this Stalker, very low Zealot composition with only 2 sentries, this is going to be great. It's going to be really good. The question is, will the Lings get here in time? Looking now, adding up to 24 Zerglings. Queen gets sniped down pretty much instantly by these Stalkers. Lings rallying in past the army, because that's something that I would do too. Lings trying to get that surround on top of the sentries at least. Oh, the sentries get left alone because the Stalkers blinked out. Guess who's making additional Zealots, though? I like this. Guess it would be so much better if you had Charge, though. It's fine. Fast Zealots are just scarier. This is a pretty nice attack from bazookaX, though. He shows up. VaLmaLisK was kind of ready for it. He's making 34 Zerglings, which is exactly what he needs. His injects have really been on point if he has that much larva right now, and he does. So more Zerglings coming in from the top side, from the bottom side. The Zealots are really fighting very well here against the Zerglings. They don't have any upgrades, but neither do the Lings, so it's kind of a Zealot fest right now. My gosh, that's a 9-kill Zealot before he goes down. Really getting their money's worth here. And then the Blink Stalkers, there's only 3 of them, so they really need to get out. Drones going back to work. Only 6 drones were killed there and a couple queens, so really not too bad all in all. Was Bazooka Joe macroing back home? Kind of. He expanded to take a 3rd base. He hasn't really been making any attacking units, though, which is what can really set you apart from Platinum and moving into Diamond, is when you can actually start making attacking units when you're attacking. There we go. It's not that hard, honestly, with Protoss. Just warp in, boop, there you go. Instantly done. Zerglings, ooh, get a focus on that Nexus, though. Thinking about trying to get a focus on that Nexus, but then instead they think better of it and get the heck on out of there. They could have dealt with the Stalkers, but the Zealots were game breakers and game changers there. bazookaX working on Charge. There you go. Getting Charge. Templar Archives coming up on the right side here, too. VaLmaLisK is making additional queens, getting 1-1 for his Lings, which he is just now starting, as well as Overlord Speed. So that's a Zergling run by, man. Okay, maybe we take the time to kill the Zealots. Again, Gentlemen Zerglings will give you a chance to see we're here, and then we'll get through your wall. All right. Well, we gave you fair warning. Zerglings trying to get in. Nice probe pull, though, from bazookaX. Getting out of there for the most part. Zergling trying to take down warping and gateways, but not really doing great for themselves, and so they're getting out of there. Lings do get into the 3rd base, though. This is so much Zergling play out of VaLmaLisK. He's up 56 to 38 workers, and he's got a bunch of Zerglings, too. So 3rd base getting sniped down quite nicely, while bazookaX is worrying about these guys, the probes being pulled in to fight that one, too. 3rd Nexus is down. There's no saving it with a handful of Stalkers. A bunch of Overseers come in from VaLmaLisK. I don't... He must have F2 attack move this way, and the Overseers dutifully followed that command. He smells blood. VaLmaLisK is smelling blood in the water, and he's making more Zerglings, as well as some drones. Okay, that's good. You probably should be transferring some of your workers from the main base to this fourth base, though. As you see here, the red above it, 13 out of 8. That means you're oversaturated by 5. bazookaX very dutifully replanting his third base here. And VaLmaLisK expanding top left. And right here, okay, so, all right, man, we get it. You want a lot of bases. I support this wholeheartedly. Expand a whole bunch. Expand whenever you can. Expand and attack, right? You can afford this. You're sitting on 4,000 minerals. You know you can afford this, and as a result, you're expanding a bunch. It's beautiful. It's really well done. Meanwhile, bazookaX spending his money better, but does not have the resource to expand 4 times right now. He does have charge lots with +1 attack. And does he have... What the heck? Come back. There we go. Does he have armor? Yes, he does actually have the +1 armor, too. So this is pretty intimidating stuff right now just for Zerglings to handle. That's a lot of Zealots with good upgrades. Although working on 2-2 now is VaLmaLisK at the same time. 14 drones. 14 drones on the way. Loving this. It's like, all right, you're expecting another giant Zergling attack, so you're going to sit back home and defend. That means I can drone up all I want. And he is. He's at 84 total workers right now. Main base, I'm guessing, is still oversaturated, and in fact it is. But what's your other tech going to be? You really can't win this with just Zerglings. The longer the game goes on, the more Protoss is going to have answers to Zerglings. Got High Templar with Storm, which is going to be really nice. He's got the Zealots with the 1-1 in the charge, which is also really nice. Not as nice as it used to be. Back when Zealots were doing 8 damage on contact every time they hit you as a Zergling or anything else. That's gone. But still, Zealots are fast and they hit hard and they're mean. Running away from them is definitely harder. Oh, we're going Nidus Zergling? So 2 Nidus networks being produced here by VaLmaLisK at 11 minutes. And a fleet beacon coming in. Yeah, I mean, if your opponent's going mass Zergling, carrier is actually not a bad idea. It's a pretty fantastic one, to be telling you the truth. Trying to get in over here on the right side, but that is a nice wall of gateways. Oh, the sneak attack, though. It's 183 to 112 total supply. You going to storm that? I would storm that. You have 1 High Templar. There it is. Woo! Okay, that was brutal. But then the Zergling's coming in the backside. Get in. No, no, no. Don't fight the Zealots. Just get in. Wreak havoc in the main base, and the Lings leave. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, was she there? I don't know if she was there. Oh boy. Zealot attack and armor really good here. And these Zerglings are just getting destroyed. The Overseer's getting sniped out too. Just in case there were Dark Templar, which there were not. More High Templar coming in. 38 Lings in production. VaLmaLisK is trying to win this thing purely with Zerglings. He's trying to make a point, it feels like. 6 o'clock base taken here too. I mean, he's fully on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2... 8 total bases right now to the 3 bases of the Protoss. But the Protoss has better compositions. He's got 2-2. Sure, the Lings are 2-2, but the upgrades for Zealots stack a little bit better. Here's the problem for bazookaX. If he kills a base, there's still 7 remaining for VaLmaLisK. Not ideal. Ooh, if the Archons can stand behind those Zealots, though. Trying to jump on top of the sentries and the Adepts a little bit there too. The Archons are getting surrounded. The Zealots were distracted by trying to kill the Hatch. And the Zerglings get a full surround on everything. Wipe it all out. The Zealots are late to the party, but they do manage to clean up every one of those Zerglings. 21 kill Archon here. Army supply 68 to 37, and VaLmaLisK is making panic Zerglings. 64, 2-2 Zerglings here at 14 minutes. Top left base. What did I say? You can kill bases from VaLmaLisK, and he still has several more to roll with, and in fact, he does. But bazookaX doing everything he can to make sure that he can kill his opponent. He knows that killing buildings is how you do it. Killing bases is how you do it. Actually burrowing a single drone here. Sole witness to the massacre that was the top left. Zealots fighting. bazookaX is making carriers, which again, pretty good. And the Zerglings do win this fight, but not incredibly cost efficiently. It's 14,000 resources lost for VaLmaLisK and 8,100 Resources lost for bazookaX. He's getting a 4th base defended by mostly zealots because VaLmaLisK has a religious obligation to not make banelings. Look at him expanding up here too. Oh, aggressive. Aggressive play. Adrenal glands is coming in. 3-3 is coming in. Fully upgraded adrenalings are no joke. They are no jokes at all. Zerglings coming all the way home. Like, I mean, are you trying to go into your Nidus, or... Look at these distraction hatcheries VaLmaLisK is pulling up. He's just like, you know what? bazookaX will feel good about himself if he can kill hatcheries. So here's one. I have 8,000 resources. I can afford to lose it. I don't know that VaLmaLisK has enough to deal with carriers at all. Is he going to try to fight them with queens? Is he going to try to Nidus the queens to the front and then fight carriers with it? I don't know that he knows that carriers exist. He doesn't know about the fleet beacon. He doesn't know about the extra stargates that have come up. I don't think he knows there's carriers until right now. And now he knows there's carriers. And what does he do against carriers? Well, he's got 6 queens in production. That's something. Of course, the queens have no attack upgrades at all because all the upgrades have been going towards these Zerglings, which, again, really scary, but they can't shoot up. Zerglings, not with adrenal glands. You'll see when it kicks in. And there it is. There are the adrenalings, and suddenly you're in trouble. The damage output on these lings is way bigger. Also getting into the 3rd or the 4th base of bazookaX, wiping out a ton of his workers. It's 66 to 36 workers right now. And VaLmaLisK is going to win this thing entirely with Zerglings, man. That's it. Some queens to defend with, but mostly expanding everywhere and making Zerglings and getting good upgrades. Look at this. Look at how many lings are here. I mean, the carriers are actually not bad in this situation, but... What a battle. What is going on here? That is... Guess how many lings have died here, as 104 are in production. 568 Zerglings have died in 17 minutes. There are 100 Zerglings in production. But bazookaX, I just think... There's no answer to these carriers. Is he going to try to... He's making queens. That's got to be it. That's his only answer right now is queens. Another hatchery gone. And again, bazookaX feels good about it. But like... VaLmaLisK is making a point here today. I don't know what it is. But he has a point to make. So many dead Zerglings. So many dead zealots too, though. That's 600 Zerglings and 67 zealots have gone down. It's like I can't deal with these carriers at all, so let's just do this. I think the Protoss actually got an eye on Pulse Crystals upgrade, which increases the range on Phoenix, of which he has none. He's going to wipe out bazookaX's all of it, everything. I would be focusing on the queens if I were you. I know they have armor upgrades. Yeah, he's just going to base race with all of the Zerglings in the known world. This is a man after my own heart. Transfuses. Look at this queen. It is, man. It's just queen. bazookaX throws out a noob. And VaLmaLisK wins in 18 minutes and 35 seconds behind Queen Zergling. That's it, man. All he made this entire game were queens and Zerglings. He had 25 queens and 143 lings at the end of the game. That was it. That was it. He never made a roach, never made a baneling, never made a corruptor or an infestor or anything. It just goes to show you can win at the lower levels if you just have better macro than the other player and just make something. I guess as long as it can hit buildings, right? If you go mass Phoenix, you're not going to win because you can't kill the buildings with Phoenix, but you know what I mean. I guess you could bring probes in to finish the buildings off, though, once the Phoenix killed everything. Hard to say. Anyway, that was nuts. That was weird stuff. That's why I like the mid-rank madness, is for the weird stuff. You never know what you're going to get. Whew. I mean, end of the day there, I mean, I liked the idea of what bazookaX was going for, was a lot of zealots with good upgrades against these Zerglings. Yeah, they traded well. Again, 67 zealots died for 600 Zerglings. It's not like all of the Zerglings that died were dead to zealots or anything. But that's a pretty good ratio of kill count there. But yeah, end of the day, it was too much. VaLmaLisK had too many bases. He kept killing probes too much. 48 probes went down. There were only 18 remaining at the end of the game. See, 41 drones died, but they got replaced. 55 at the end of the game there for VaLmaLisK. Did lose 4 hatcheries, but again, he had like 10 more, actually, at the end of the game. Look at these he's producing. He's crazy, crazy person. Fun stuff, though. If you want Falcon to cast your MidRank Madness game, send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. Nope, I always mix that up. Send it to Snipermonkey. His email address is in the description. Send it to Snipermonkey. I was on autopilot there, as I often am. And he'll take a look at it. He'll screen it. He'll let me know which ones are the best ones, and I will cast those. All right. Well, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a MidRank Madness. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Before us, our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. Justice, our duty is unending. I feel your presence. We are as one. Sense of soul, a soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Inshallah, adu. Ascension is before us. Our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. I sense a soul, a soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala adu. search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. I sense a soul, a soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala Adu. Aklaranus, Naslaran, Kinalatu. Casar di Templare, Garamanaka. Shara Sashina, Kinala Tu.